took down an entire religion. Oh yeah, and don't forget to check out our wonderful sponsor, War Thunder. You can check them out on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox. Use my link in the pinned comment or the video description to register. Remember, if you're new or you haven't played in 6 months, you'll get that massive bonus pack that includes premium vehicles and a bunch of other cool stuff. So go click my link in the description and get started now.
It's early 2000. SanDisk, Toshiba, and Panasonic set out to...
Just asked Miss Piggy out, and she laughed at me throughout the whole interview, so I hope this will be a bit better for me.
Why would you ever ask that diva out?
That is your first mistake.
She's awful.
Ah,
He had to pretend to like her and it made him
it
feel
was
sick.
terrible.
Yeah. Made you go feel a bit green, didn't it?
It did.
Right.
You get me. You get me, Ricky Gervais.
Well, hello, number one and number two.
Hello, I am number one.
Yeah.
You are number two.
In the film, in real life, I'm number one, he's number two, obviously. But
It
yeah,
is like
carry on.
switcheroo. You
Yeah.
cannot pull switcheroo. People, you will confuse people.
That's what we do. Confuse him, look.
Hello,
Kermit?
Kermit. Oh yes, Lucy, I am Kermit.
I have to ask you, because you're very talented,
I am.
as we can see. How did you get the part?
I get the part because I am evil Russian frog named Konstantin, and they just happen to be looking for evil Russian frog named Konstantin. So
What's the chances?
there is very slim chance.
Yeah, but you were there, weren't you?
I was right on top of that.
Va a empezar a ver tarde.
Yeah.
It's only fair.
And how was the audition?
The audition was great. I nailed it.
Well, obviously.
We obviously got it.
I nailed it. I'm here. I'm
He
sitting
knows the
here in
result. Why
Junction.
would he ask us that it went great?
I mean, I got the part. I didn't get it. Of course, I got the part. I was the best.
Obviously.
Yes.
And it seems like the chemistry is great. How was working together?
Brilliant.
It was really good. We had nice time.
Yeah.
He said his lines.
Yeah.
And I said my lines.
I sometimes said my lines.
What did you say?
Sometimes I said other lines.
Was that why I was confused?
Yeah, I sometimes make up lines.
I sometimes made up things too when I forget my lines.
Yeah.
I just said what comes out of mouth.
It's all in the movie.
It's all there.
If we don't care, we've already been paid.
Yep.
So, take it or leave it.
Use that whichever take you want.
Yeah.
Obviously, we took it. I heard you do impressions. Is it true? Because I've seen the impression of Kermit that you've done.
I do wonderful impressions.
Like what?
Anything.
What do you want me to do impression of?
Really?
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais, maybe?
Ricky Gervais. Oh, that is easy. You want me to do Ricky Gervais?
Yeah.
Hi, I am Ricky Gervais. I believe in nothing.
Good. Next.
Well,
Next.
I don't know. Help me out.
What about Al Pacino?
in Godfather Part 3.
They're the best.
My favorite film. Okay, this is Al Pacino. Hey, I am a Godfather. I'm outside, but I get back inside.
What about Mel Gibson in Braveheart?
Oh yes, Mel Gibson in Braveheart.
Yeah.
I am Mel Gibson in Braveheart. What do you think he says? Something about something a liberty, your life, something about your life.
Yeah. Run, and you may live for a while, but spend every day wishing you could come back and fight for your freedom. Something like that.
I am Mel Gibson, fighting for freedom.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. How was being the bad guy for you?
Great, good fun, isn't it?
Yes,
Good
it is
fun.
best.
Obviously, I'm pretending to be bad because in real life I'm good, but he wasn't. He's always evil. He's plotting now. You can tell when he's
Yeah,
plotting.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
yeah. If he doesn't like you, he'll let you know. Do
That
the
is-
face. Do the face that shows him. Yeah, yeah.
And then trapdoor and you're gone.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice of you to tell me in advance. But it
Oh, I
seems
shouldn't have done that.
That's always a bad guy. They say, Mr. Bond, this is
Yes.
how I'm going to kill you. Meanwhile, Bond,
That is a big mistake.
he's got
Yeah.
the rope on a little bit of flint.
Yeah, that's
hasn't
a
he?
terrible mistake. I just
Yeah.
did the whole
Sa-
bad guy bad thing.
Same as Colonel Decker in the A-Team. He
Oh.
goes, you've got a minute. That's enough for BA to make
Get out of
a
there.
rudimentary gun out of a some things to eat in the barn. Why
Why do the bad guys do this? This is a big mistake.
I know, yeah.
And now I have done it right now.
How did you become the biggest evil frog in the world? I don't know.
Well, you know, first of all, I am talking frog. There are only like 6 of us
Yeah,
in the world.
that's a big advantage.
Yeah,
isn't
only
it?
like 6. I have very hard upbringing. I lose a lot of my little tadpole brothers and sisters. When I'm very
800.
weak. Yes.
Like eaten by fish in a Russian pond.
Yes, so that's hard.
Yeah,
Makes you think I'm gonna get the world back.
I'm going to go to Hollywood
That's right.
and make a sequel.
Is this the most fun you ever had?
Oh, I do like this. I do. Yeah, I love animals, and if they talk, it's even better. He's sort of my best mate now, aren't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
Will you ever give me your email address?
Yeah. Well, it's.
We can trade. No, back
Show
and
me.
forth.
Show me how you type.
Well, but I can text.
Can you?
I can, yes. I just have to steal phone.
That was the most fun I ever had. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
That was great.
I remember telling you when Dick Whittington walked to London that he had a cat with him, and you went, "Why take a cat? Take a little mate."
I didn't mean little mate. I meant take a mate. Take someone who can help you.
Oh, hang on. Whoa. So what you're saying, that I'm not going to bring anything to the party here?
I've never seen a dwarf go on a round the world trip on any programme.
Really stop just puffing and panting like that.
Hi guys, it's so lovely to speak
Hello.
to you. I have to say, why are you doing this again, Carl? Why?
No.
No,
Don't make it look.
No,
Now, you've done me a favour.
total
Yeah.
honesty, money.
Yeah.
I've got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And the second one is you.
Oh, thanks.
If you, I tried to get him not to do it.
He
Because
tried to make it look like Warwick didn't want to do it, but I was talking to Warwick behind his back and what was going on. I'd love to do it.
But he hasn't done one. And I was thinking, you hear about all these things about these sort of programmes where they say you're staying in a tent, but you're staying a holiday in. No worry, we don't. We're in the middle of nowhere. I don't want you sort of looking like I'm picking on him.
Did you warn him?
I told him, I said, it's not good. I said, everybody goes, oh, you must be so lucky you're seeing the world. But a lot of it's horrible. A lot of the
But
world
he
is horrible.
thought me and Warwick were being naive, right? But really, me and Warwick were going, no, we know what it's like, but we also know Warwick can cope with it. And he thought we were being stupid going, no. Yeah, but when we first did it, he was saying things like,
Films where you get, what's that word?
Hampered?
If you want.
What was the word we were thinking of?
Something about, no, I'm not even going to have a go at it. No, I can't remember. And that's the word you used to.
Yeah.
This isn't like that, is it?
Do you know what he said to me when he said, what's going to happen if he falls down a hole? Why would that come into your head? Why would he fall down a hole? Have you ever fallen down a hole?
Because he hasn't been to some of the places I've been to.
Are there a lot of holes in the places you've been to, are there?
Yeah, the roads are bad.
Why am I walking around roads that have got holes in?
And exactly, and then that's what you say, and then that's on film, and then it happens. Casualty's based on that, isn't it? They're all having fun at the beginning, and you're like,
Like
no,
that
imagine falling down a
documentary.
hole, and then it happens.
Okay.
And that's what worried me. That
I love an episode of Casual that starts with, oh yeah, it's my mate, he's just, he's what?
You can see it coming.
We're lucky.
What were you doing taking a dwarf on holiday, Mr. Pilkington?
It's all right laughing now, but it could have happened, and I would have said, I told him that this would happen, and you'd be going, oh no, we didn't listen. Jesus Christ, it's like a Primark sale.
He said if he did it again, he'd want some company this time. He meant me, but I sent someone in my place.
Grab hold of that, I can't see it.
They're like chalk and cheese. Carl whinges all the time.
It's doing me head in. He's treating it like a holiday.
He says he doesn't want adventure, he doesn't want stress.
He's just not a good swimmer.
Once you're in, it'll be fine.
I tell you what, I honestly cared for him. Sometimes. Especially when, you know, someone asked the question about, oh, how were you treated and stuff, and a lot of people stare, and a lot of them being small, and it annoyed me. I stared at them. I was like, look, you staring at? It's my mate you staring at.
Yeah, thank you.
They were staring at him because he's in Star Wars.
You see, and I said that to him when we were in Macedonia. You're saying that, you're not get on your nerves, and you said, well, it's the films. And I was like, it's not the films. They haven't seen it. And if they had, they didn't know it was you. You had that bare head. But yeah, I felt particularly.
But did you sort of think to yourself this time, okay, I'm taking toilet tissue, I'm taking Chris, did you warn him? Did you really?
I did tell you that, and you bought some biscuits, some chocolate biscuits that we didn't really have in the end.
No, they all melted. I packed my suitcase with them. In India, they went into one solid tube of biscuit. I had to chuck them away. Toilet roll. I provided toilet roll for you when we were out and about.
Honestly, some of the toilets. I mean, you won't be able to use this, but remember that one at the airport?
Yeah.
Airports, that's when I go, if I'm going to empty myself, that's when I'm going to do it, because airports, a lot of tourists, they've got to be good, haven't they? Of all the places where the toilets are going to be. Was it Calcutta or something we landed in? And I was there, it was the start of an illness, and I went, oh God, I've got to go to the toilet. And I went in there, and it was disgusting, right? I went to the toilet, I thought, I've really got to go. Banged open the door, all over the place, piss on the floor, and I walked out, and they had about 7 workers in there, fellas, and they went, got money. Now the thing is, most of the time, we give these people money because and if
Ya sé, con esa arma, man.
money, well, I went, you are having a laugh. I felt angry.
Well, let's go to the toilet. You are having a laugh.
It really annoyed me. I was ill. I thought it's the one opportunity to empty my bowels, and I get in there, and it was the way that he thought he had the right to ask for money.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he knew what I said, but I made sure my expression, I went, you having a laugh. And then I went out, and I thought it was an opportunity for Warwick to get ill. And he went, he said,
He was obsessed with Warwick being ill. He was annoyed that Warwick was ill.
But the thing is, Warwick said, so what are the toilet's like? And I went, oh, right. But you didn't go, did you?
No, I thought, no, it's too risky.
Actually, we can use this on innocent. I'm not smart. I'm like you, Warwick. I will wait.
I managed to control all of that.
You can't, not when you're ill. You can't.
Did you wear a nappy ever?
I took some the first time I went.
Have you ever worn a nappy in your life?
And I've never. Did you say it's all right on MSN?
Yes.
I can safely say I've never shit myself. It's never happened.
No, I can't say that as well. I can say that. I can say that. No, I haven't.
Never.
Warwick never says no. He'll take on a challenge.
Tease the camera. Now do a little bit from Oliver. Good.
Not the night for this, is it? Warwick, you have to do it.
I'm doing it.
You see, you covered yourself with home comforts. You had a nice room on a boat, and you had like pictures of your family up and everything.
Because I brought them with me. I remember he showed that we were with some people in Macedonia, right?
It's costing
a little
Sky money,
group of people. Hang on a minute, and I had a little album that my family had made.
Where's that costing money? It's not like rocket fuel. But it's not getting out of the atmosphere. You're allowed a certain amount of baggage.
I'm always told, don't pack too much. You know, you don't need to and everything. He's taking bloody
Can I just say, there's a little
photos.
photo, man. It's a picture of them. I was showing these travellers the pictures, right? What's he do? He gets a bit jealous then, and gets his phone out. What pictures did you have on your phone?
I'm not one for photographs.
What was on it?
I had one of my car.
And?
Pictures. Pictures.
Why do you have a picture?
Because I downloaded something on my phone that makes pictures look good, and when I downloaded it, a pigeon landed on the table. I thought, I'll try it out on that, and they're the only pictures I had. People won't believe it.
Do you know how many pictures I've got on my phone?
Loads.
3,000.
And they're all of me.
But you know, from the looks of the trailer that I saw, you eat some strange things and you travel far as well. So
Yeah, he had some strange things because Carl was trying to make him ill.
Yeah, that was why.
8,000 miles.
Yeah, he was annoyed that Warwick wasn't ill, despite the fact that he thought Warwick would be ill, slow him down, fall down a hole. Warwick was the only one that didn't get ill, so he started feeding him horrendous things, like...
Look, it's a big thing about travelling with the cameraman, the sound man. If there's one thing we've got in the morning.
Ánimo, swag, antiperspirant dry spray y body wash de Old Spice les dará la confianza y frescura que necesitan para ganar.
En Ross, ahora en grande, en un montón de marcas.
Hay un montón de marcas.
Hay un montón de marcas.
Un montón de marcas de bolsas. Y botas. Todo lo que te puedas imaginar.
Ahora de 20 a 60% en precios de otras tiendas. En Ross, sí por menos.
Like I'm obsessed with finding the best mouse cursor, I'm also very particular about the thing that controls it. Le mouse. I've used many different mice with my Windows computer, and they have their pros and cons, but you can pick and choose. Yet it's not the same with the Mac. Ever since I got this MacBook more than a year ago, I've been on the quest of finding a mouse that's actually enjoyable to use with it. Why won't a generic mouse meant for Windows work for an average Mac user? Well, number one, USB-C ports. Most Windows mice either have a USB-A cable or a wireless dongle that is also USB-A. A MacBook doesn't have such a port. I know, right? 2. Mac-specific things like mouse acceleration that you can't switch off easily. Gestures, things like mission control are hard to set up with a random mouse. 3. The trackpad ends up being an easier option to default to because it plays well with macOS. And it's generally a great trackpad. So after trying out a few mice, someone might choose the easy way out. But wait.
I'm watching a ball game and all of a sudden everybody stands up holding up a sign of somebody that they either know that's dying of cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing? I'm trying to watch a game here. You know, no, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy. He died of cancer. It was horrific. I could have lifted him up off the sheet with 2 fingers. It was horrible. Hey, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I got molested when I was 9. Enjoy the rest of it. I just think it's
so. Do you ever get insulted that many movies? I mean, I imagine you do. Yeah. Do you ever get insulted that Germans are always the bad guys in movies?
No. Do you know why?
Why?
I mean, have you Wikipedia'd Germany history?
If Germans play that,
have you Wikipedia'd Germany history?
Germans play bad guys in all the other films. Who plays bad guys in Germany?
Germans.
Yeah.
We are very self-aware. Who should play bad? We should play the bad guy.
Never stand and say, may I have a whole host of prostitutes under any situation.
There's no situation where that would be justified.
I don't believe so. Maybe 800 years ago. But
if you were a sultan.
Yes, then you could do it.
A Bedouin sultan riding about on a camel who'd say, bring me my courtesans, my prostitutes.
Courtesan sounds better.
It does, doesn't it? But the job's the same.
Yeah.
You can tell yourself you're a courtesan in the shower while you're washing away the guilt. Courtesan! The sweet smell of courtesan on my fingers. Okay.
And I was talking on the phone to my mom, and Nolte sits down next to me. He's like, oh, you talking to your mama? And I was like, yeah. He's like, Happy Mother's Day. And I was like, oh, would you mind telling her that yourself? You know that's obnoxious, but it's Nolte, right? Sure, yeah. So he's like, okay, yeah. So I give him the phone, and he's like, Happy Mother's Day. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, you take care now. And he handed the phone back to me, and I was like, okay, bye, Mom, love you. And I hung up the phone, and he looks at me, he's like, your mama thinks I'm Gary Busey.
The conversations always went the same way. And I'd say, hello, Mum, it's John. She said, hello, John. How are you? I said, I'm fine, Mum, how are you? And then she would, with a sort of sense of surprise, she'd say, well, I'm just a little bit down this week. Oh. And I don't know why she was surprised, because she was just a little bit down this week for 50 years. Not very much fun being 92, because, you know, all the people at the home are dying around you like flies, you know? You're just sort of chatting to someone, and then you go up and get your custard and come back and he's dead. Mum, I have an idea. And she said, oh, what is that? And I said, look, if you're still feeling this way next week, I have a friend in Fulham, and I could give him a call if you like, but only if you like. And he could come down and kill you. Well, not one time. She was always saying to me, you'll miss me when I've gone. You know, used to irritate me.
Yeah, you'll miss me when I'm gone.
You'll miss me when I'm gone, and who knows, maybe I will one day. I don't know. And I said, no, I won't, and I don't, because I was fed up with it, you know. Sure. And she said, why not? I thought, whoops, I've got to cross the line. I said, because, Mum, I said, when you die, I am going to a taxidermist and having you stuck. And I said, and I'm going to keep you in a glass case by the front door. And every time I go out, I shall say, bye, Mum. So that's why I won't miss you.
Hello, Mum. Bye, Mum.
But the lovely thing was she was delighted.
Yeah.
She was absolutely delighted. She went round the elderly person's residence saying to people, yes, when I die, my son's going to have this stuff.
Because I actually like Florida State, but that tomahawk chop thing drives me nuts. It has nothing to even do with the Native American thing. It's the fact that they do it every, 3 seconds. They form a huddle, and all of a sudden the band starts playing, and everybody in the crowd's like, and they never get sick of it. It's like the band knows one song. It's like, I got it. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that is, Native Americans never even did that. White people came up with that in the 1920s when they were making they first got sound in movies. What did they sound like? I don't know. They got some moron on the set also just goes, that sounds good. Put some rouge on his face and have him do it with an axe. This would be great. It's how do you, I don't know how you.
No.
And even if I was the biggest Florida State fan ever, even halfway through the first quarter, I'm tapping out. It's can we get another song going here?
Yeah, something.
I know, I think I made the point.
Yeah, you made the point. Where is your fat, specifically?
Well, my body's like the apartment of a drug dealer. At first you're there's no cash here, but then you tear open the couch and there's 900,000 in cash.
It's like men who drive, have midlife crisis and will drive a red car, a sports car.
Do you think that's true? Do you think if you see a man driving a red expensive sports car, it means he's got a small penis?
Absolutely.
Good to know.
Haven't you ever seen Jay Leno riding in that red car? Cue cards.
The full Hospital for Special Surgeries report on my hip and pelvis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. What every man wants to hear.
Not of you.
It's not. It's unremarkable.
The winner would get to do a live show here. A 3-minute act on your show. The great...
The show that makes you cry when you have to go on it. That's your big reward.
Yeah, why should I be the only one that suffers? So they get the chance to come on here and maybe someone's watching from a real channel.
Animal Planet may see that. I'm telling you. What's up last night?
Or just someone who runs a pub gig that might go.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Were you in a band called Hole Shot?
Yeah. The guy on the left is hanging his head in shame, knowing that in 20 years this is going to be on a talk show. The guy on the right is just afraid he's going to get hit by the.
Yeah. Were you guys good?
Going right over there.
But
you just like set this bar so high that from then on the cast was just eating scraps from your table.
Yeah.
You know?
As an actor,
I talked to Joaquin Phoenix about your part on the thing. He said that your depiction of the talk show host made him want to shoot you in the eye.
That Jim Carrey documentary on Netflix where he's for that Andy Kaufman movie where he was in character 20 side because he's like in character 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never breaks character. I watched that documentary in character.
Really?
My character hated it.
Your character didn't like
My
it?
character thought it was just narcissistic and pretentious.
Like the Middle Ages, it was just easier because, like, you just lived in a small village. You didn't know there was another village. You know what I mean? You never left.
Yeah.
You just like married whoever was in your village of a similar age that wasn't dead yet. You know what I mean? They were simpler times. Yes. And you didn't worry about what you were wearing or you were going on. Andy, how's my breath? You know what I mean? Everyone's breath was terrible because the harvest failed and they had to eat their dogs. It's like I was just thinking, there was no gum. You didn't go to restaurants. Like maybe you just married a woman and then like you met a woman on a Wednesday. You were married on a Friday and she was having kids by the following Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? Because you had to get the kids out before winter came. And because they were all gone, like, you were losing your core.
This is terribly dark.
But he was happier times. It was simpler times.
You're right. Happier, much happier
And you
times.
just lived happily ever after until, in a dream world, both of you got plague and died. That was a beautiful marriage.
Last time I was here, we got in a bath together.
I don't remember that.
No, nor do I. It probably didn't happen then.
No, it didn't happen. There's no way that you and I took off our clothes and got into a bathtub.
Wow.
And I was wearing American boxers, and you were wearing European Speedos.
You do remember it really well, don't you?
I was on your lap.
Keep your hands on the table, though.